Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Advancement Center. Welcome to the world of magic and miracles and beyond. I still can't get over how quickly everything is moving in this life here on planet Earth. From week to week, day by day, and moment to moment, it's just, we're moving at breakneck speed, and my life has just completely flipped around, gone crazy, wonderfully forward in so much joy and love and magic and mischief and so much more. Anyway, it's just a beautiful time here on planet Earth. So where to start, as usual? I think once again, I may just have to share, as I say so many times recently about the invitations that I put together every Monday for our upcoming live broadcasts, a couple of re-recorded broadcasts. And it's always on Wednesday when we highlight previous broadcasts of Simeon, Robert Young's twin, who lives in the outer reaches of the universe, but has come through Robert, spoken through him many, many times over the years. And for those of you that have been watching these broadcasts and listening for a while, I have been saying for a while that every time I choose a Simeon, which is essentially setting the theme for this week's invitation, every single week, it's just more amazing. I choose them randomly. I do not go and watch and listen and read the transcript and figure out what I want to do. There's no brain control. It's pure spirit control. The amazing connection I feel with my creator, with Simeon, when this happens, it never ceases to amaze me. So this week, once again, and I feel like really reading this one, I may do a spoiler alert here and actually read more of the transcript than I normally do before the re-airing of it on Wednesday. But I'm just going to share it. And here we go. As you listen, you will feel the familiar energy rising up within you and around you to lift you out of your chair and deliver you to the outer reaches of the universe, physically and non-physically. On this occasion, you have been transported totally, so that your connection to your creator is active in everything you feel, in every word you hear. There's no need to open any channel. You are the open channel. The reason for this slight difference in our communication is to bring the realization to you that you can channel yourself to any place to communicate how you wish, with who you wish, without any effort at all. Simply do it. There is no method, but it saves a lot of heartache when in an instant you can put yourself in another place, take action from that other place, then bring yourself back to where you are in the physical world without feeling like you've left anything behind. You're now part of the whole operation. The communication is not necessary. You're physically in the outer reaches of the universe, visiting your origin, talking to your creator, and bringing home the gifts that you present to one another on a daily basis. This is a powerful way of being, and it's only familiar to you because you brought it with you. In the logic of the physical world, it's not possible But there you are, right in the midst of it, right now. The solution to everything has been achieved in a fraction of a second, where you lifted yourself out of your chair and joined me in the outer reaches of the universe. So now you know what it's like to have your creator call you a friend. You visit at any time. You're welcome all the time. You have special powers because of your connection, but you have all your own special powers because of who you are. You're now ready to delve into the archives of society and find that you get all the answers in about 0.2 of a second. So that job's over. You don't have to solve anything in the physical world, but it does help if you reflect everything that you know out into the physical world so that it can be picked up by anybody who needs it, and so that it can add to humanity in a way that you never thought possible. You have no responsibility, even though you're a responsible being. There's nothing that you have to have or contain to prove who you are. You simply join with your creator, with all those who are close, to the millions of beings that help you every day, and you do a really good job of making the world a better place for those who are destined to enjoy it. There have been times throughout history when devastation is all that humanity knew. But in the background, there was always a knowing that each person was more than just a human, and superhuman happened all the time for what seemed to be the wrong reason. Because of all the exercise in attempting to straighten out the world, we managed to find aggression, reaction, and respond in harsh ways. That's been refined many times, but in fact, it is now canceled because you surpassed all that possibility as soon as you left your chair. You no longer have to worry about what everybody does. You follow your spirit and you bring it to life. You produce the sparkles. You introduce everybody to their creator, but you do it without words. Even though your words are a carrier that can be powerful, a slight inflection with a smile and a feeling is 1,000 times more effective. It allows you to control everything that comes in and out of your being without any thought, just with the joy of being able to. I'm going to skip some. I want to read you this entire broadcast, but I'm just going to read this last little bit. You do not have to do anything except be the best you possibly can be. Open everything to your creator. Forget what your brain tries to do, and you will blossom in ways you've never imagined. You'll find yourself a new person every day. You won't have time to worry. Every second is filled with excitement, even if you're sitting back enjoying the sun. The inside of you is alive, and life is running at a tremendous rate to bring you out on top of the wave with no effort at all. And to run everything as smoothly as you possibly can, you don't have to do anything except be you. Live life to its fullest without having to define anything. And the simplest action will bring the most results. With a little bit of lighthearted mischief, a bit of fun takes away the need for any consideration, and you burst the bubble that surrounds each person so that your interaction is with the perfection of your creator. And what is called love expands beyond belief to blow everything apart and recreate itself every minute. So that's all I'm going to read. That's a teaser, a spoiler, sorry, for those of you that are watching with us tomorrow. But that was what showed up yesterday in the creation of the invitation for all of you to join us all week, 6 days a week to be exact, to watch me and then Simeon's re-aired broadcast on Wednesday David's amazing presentations on Fridays, Mondays. We have a random selection, which has been Robert on Saturday morning. Adrian Eretz, our beautiful friend from Scotland, Saturdays midday. Barbara Young on Sundays. And again, as I said, David on Monday. So it's quite a full schedule. They're not long. Our broadcasts are only 20 to 30 minutes long a piece usually. But there's so much magic in this family, this galactic family of ours that have come together so many times. We all found each other here at this time on planet Earth, and we're really having a good time together as we navigate this at times very strange earthly existence. But as you get better at navigating, as you get better at staying connected with your creator, following your spirit, having the time of your life, not forgetting the mischief. Life and love without seriousness is really the key, or one of the keys. And I just want to share a very quick little story of something that happened yesterday at the store. We went out for just a little grocery shopping trip. It was a short one. And we were standing in line. We were next in line at the register, the checkout stand. And the woman, the checker, as I looked at her, I just your eyes go to the person you're approaching. And I just had this feeling of, oh my goodness, she's so beautiful. And I had to say it out loud. And for a lot of years of my life, the editing process that goes on in your mind, like, why would you say like that? Why would you say something to a total stranger? Those kinds of thoughts. That's why the brain, we try to tell to shut up. Anyway, I don't filter those anymore. And I just, as I came up in line, I just said to her, I hope you know how beautiful you are. And see, here we go again. She got choked up. I got choked up. She looked at me and she said, "You have no idea how much that means to me right now at this moment." It was quite amazing. There were more moments similar to this, but this was really a gem yesterday. And this is one of the many things that following your spirit, the beauty of life, the love and respect we all have for one another, that's been covered up, that's been manipulated for so many eons of existence here, is all being lifted. All the veil is being pulled back finally. And you will experience more of this magic and the love and the support that each and every one of us has for each other, for humanity, as we take this amazing flight into a new world, into this life that's eternal and beyond belief, because so many of us have forgotten. That's what happens. We come here and we forget who we are. We forget where we've come from until we start to remember. And there's so many supporting us right now. Angels here in physical form on planet Earth, and many more that still dwell in the outer reaches of the universe, but have been watching over us here on planet Earth for a very long time. And I am feeling this support more than I've ever felt it in my existence here. And it's magic. And the miracles don't stop. And that is what I've come to share with you today, so that every moment of your life is filled with magic and miracles. But this is to continue to pull back the veil that got in the way, that made you maybe think that that didn't exist. So now is the time for you to remember who you are and how amazing you are. So with that, once again, I wish and send to each and every one of you the most perfect life with perfect health and magic future that you will be amazed at. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I am Genya.